Yarrney.
Hello, welcome back to Yarrney. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make these Pop Tart keychains. It's a very quick and easy tutorial. The stitches you will need to know for this tutorial are the slip knot and chain, the single crochet, and the half double crochet. If you're unfamiliar with any of these stitches, we do have very slow and detailed tutorials on the Yarrney channel, but we will also go through all of these stitches very slowly at least once in this tutorial so you can follow along. Now, in terms of materials needed, first of all, you will need yarn, and the yarn that I'm using is the Big Twist Posh yarn. It's a fluffy yarn, so I'm using this croissant color for the crust, and then you can use any color you want for the frosting. So for the frosting, I'll use a purple color like this, and then you can have different colors for confettis. So I'll just use this dark purple for confetti. Then you just want a tiny piece of black yarn as well for the little mouth feature. Now, this Posh yarn that I'm using, it's a size 5 weighted yarn. So I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook to go with it. If you're using different type of yarn, just make sure your hook matches the weight of your yarn. Then just some yarn needle. This is simply to sew in the ends, and then some scissors to cut your yarn. This is just to do the keychain part. This is very easily accessible on Amazon. And then just some safety eyes that I also got on Amazon for the little eye features. And this is the back piece of the safety eye to attach it. So that's basically the materials. So let's get started. So we will start with a slip knot and chain. To do the slip knot, you take the tail end of your yarn, you wrap it around your index finger, bring it on top of your working yarn. So the working yarn, it's the side of the yarn that's attached to your ball of yarn. Wrap it around your finger. Now you have 2 loops on your finger here. Take the back loop, bring it forward here. And this is how you do a slip knot. Take your hook, insert it in the loop. Now you tighten your slip knot. So now we will be doing chains. We will be doing 8 chains in total. To do a chain, you will wrap the yarn around your hook like this, and you pull the yarn with your hook through the loop on the hook. So that is 1 chain, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now what we're going to do is single crochet starting from the 2nd chain from the hook. So the loop on the hook here does not count as a chain. So this first V formation here is the 1st chain from the hook. 2nd chain from the hook is this one. So now you insert your hook in the 2nd chain from the hook, then pull the yarn with your hook through that chain you just went through, and you will have 2 loops on your hook. Now wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through both loops, and this is your first single crochet. And we will do single crochet for the entire first row here. So this is my 2nd single crochet. So in total, we will have 7 single crochet for the row. So 3rd single crochet, 4th single crochet, then 5th single crochet, 6th single crochet here, and lastly our 7th single crochet in the last chain. So now basically this is our row number 1. Now for row 2 and 10, very, very easy. What you will do is chain 1 in between each row like this. Turn your project around because we want to work from the right side to the left. Now we will do 7 single crochet in each row, in every single row until row 10. So row 2, 7 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically 1 single crochet in each stitch, and my 7th. So this is row number 2 completed already. So again, chain 1 in between each row, turn your project around, and just continue doing 7 single crochet in each row until you reach row number 10. And I'll meet you back here at the end of row number 10. So 7 single crochet in each row, chain 1 in between each row, turn around, and then again 7 single crochet in the row until you reach row 10. So now I'm at my last single crochet of row number 10 here. And once you've completed that, just pull your hook like this so the stitch kind of come out a little bit, and then just leave this portion away for now. We will come back to it a little bit later, but for now we will work on the frosting. So take the color you want to do the frosting, and for frosting I mean this pink portion here, so this big pink area. So for me, like I said, it's going to be this purple here. And for the frosting, it's actually the exact same thing we're going to do as we did for the cross. So let's start it together and then we can work on it. So slip knot and chain again. So do your slip knot here, wrapping the tail end on top of the working yarn. Take the working yarn across your finger here. You have 2 loops, back loop forward. Insert your hook. And now we will do 8 chains. So wrap the yarn, pull it through the loop. So 1 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 chain. And then we're doing 7 single crochet for row number 1, starting from the second chain from the hook. So remember, loop on the hook is not a chain. The first chain is this one, and the second one is this one. So single crochet, insert in the chain, pull the yarn back, 2 loops on the hook, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through both loops for a single crochet. So we're doing this for 7 single crochet in total for row number 1. So I'm at my 5th single crochet here. Then number 6, and then number 7 right here. And we're doing the exact same thing as we did as the cross, sorry. So how we're doing that, chain 1, turn your project around, row 2, 7 single crochet, so 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 and 7, and just like the crust, we're doing 10 rows in total with 7 single crochet in each row. So just go ahead, don't forget to chain in between each row, turn your project, and just add 7 single crochet in each row until you reach row number 10, and I'll meet you back here at the end of row number 10. Now I'm at my last single crochet of row number 10 here. And once you've done that, so for the frosting, we don't need to keep it open. We can cut the yarn. So cut the yarn and then pull onto your stitch like this to secure it, and then just choose a side that you want to be facing the outside. So say you've chosen a side, now just make sure that these pieces of yarn are basically facing the inside. So I'll just work my way so that these come in the middle of the project here. So I just make sure that my yarn is going to stay on the inside. Now the frosting that is facing outside, we will basically finish the details. You can put your safety eyes for the eyes. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. You basically position your eyes wherever you want on the frosting, just in a way that is looking satisfying for you. So once you've done that, just secure the safety eye on the other side. And then we can do a little mouth piece detail. So for that, just take basically cut a piece of your black yarn and then insert it into the yarn needle here. So what you're going to do is go from the back of the project, and it can be right below the little eyes here. And then I just like to do a little V shape for a little smile coming on like this for the little mouth here. Now on the other side, to secure it, I just like to do a knot. Just like this. You can do 2 knots just to make sure that it will stay in place here. Once that's done, feel free to cut the extra yarn so that it's not popping out. And then you have your little face here. And then we can do little confettis. So take whichever color yarn that will contrast with your frosting. You can do like this type of frosting, like little dots, or you can do like a big, basically kind of like a big line. For this, I will also cut a piece of yarn of any color of your choosing. So this is my dark purple yarn that I will use. And again, you will insert it in your yarn needle. So if you do little dots, you basically just go in and out randomly around the project to do like kind of like a basically a line of frosting like we sometimes see in the Pop Tarts. I just do like this. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's really as long as it looks pleasing to you, then that's the goal you want to reach. It's just coming in and out, in and out. Just like this. And when the frosting is basically completed, on the other side, I will cut my yarn again. Well, before cutting, we will just do a little knot like we like to do them, so that the yarn stays put. And then you can cut your yarn afterwards. So now that we have the frosting piece done and then we have the crust, we're gonna go back to the crust, insert the crochet hook here where we basically left off, like this. And then before we continue, we will do 1 chain, turn our project around. So we're going to basically merge these 2 pieces together. And then you want to make sure that they are aligned with each other. So we're always working from the right to the left. So make sure that this is your outside piece here facing you, and the other side here is the outside of the frosting facing the outside as well. So now is where we will go do half double crochet all around this rectangle to basically sew these 2 pieces together. So when you line up, because these 2 pieces are the exact same size, you should have the exact same number of stitch to work all the way around. So now basically to do the half double crochet, you will wrap the yarn around your hook. You will insert it under the first stitch of your crust here, and then find that first stitch of your frosting here. pull the yarn back. You have 3 loops on your hook. Pull the yarn through all 3 loops. And then you just continue like this. Half double crochet all the way around this project here. So I'm almost basically done with the top section. And then once you're done with one side and you want to move to the other side here, just do 1 chain. This will be acting as the corner, and then you can move on to your side here. So the side will be a little more difficult to find the exact stitch, but just find where there's basically in the middle here, there's like kind of in between 2 rows. You can just insert your stitches in the middle there. It's kind of intuitive because these holes are going to be easy for your hook to go into. And then you just go all the way around like this. Working your way around the rectangle. Again, once you arrive at the corner, make sure you do a chain, and then you just continue working your sides until you reach the very end here. So go ahead and do this, and I will meet you back at the very end. When you've done all the way around, for the last stitch, we will just do a slip stitch. So you insert your hook in the very last stitch here, pull the yarn through the stitch and through the loop on your hook like this. This will secure the stitch, and then you can go ahead and cut your yarn, pull it through like this, and then we will just use the yarn needle to basically hide the yarn inside the project. So I just like to bring the yarn inside the project here. Make sure it's not going through your frosting. Just like this. And then I just cut it. And this is basically your little Pop Tart here. And you just take your little keychain piece, and you can just put it in the corner or the middle here. I like to put it in the corner, but it's really up to you. And just like that, you have your little Pop Tart keychains that were very easy and quick to do. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.